This is the long-awaited the POREfessional foundation by Benefit Cosmetics. I got the shade 32 Warm Visionary. Now, while the shades come in shade numbers and undertones, they also name the shades inspiringly. Like mine is called 32 Warm Visionary. I've seen others named Marvelous and just very beautiful shade names, which I really like. So this is what the box looks like. I like the pink color of the box. It has the shade name on the cover. This is what the bottle looks like. The bottle is a glass bottle. It comes with a pump. I like the pink spot design on the bottle. It makes it look even more attractive. Now I'm going to go ahead and read the details of the foundation on Sephora's website. The POREfessional Smoothing and Blurring Foundation with Niacinamide is $47 on Sephora. You get 30 ml of product and it comes in 40 shades. It's a liquid formula, offers medium coverage, it's cruelty free, and it offers a natural finish. It's a smoothing, blurring, non-comedogenic foundation with medium, weightless coverage and niacinamide that improves the look of pores and skin over time. The highlighted ingredients are niacinamide, which smooths the look of pores and skin texture, also contributes to hydration. Rose hip extract, which visibly smooths skin and refines the look of pores. Glycerin, which retains skin moisture. It's a 24-hour long wearing and hydrating non-acnegenic foundation. It's a buildable fade-proof coverage foundation which feels comfortable on skin all day. How to use: shake well, apply evenly all over face with your favorite applicator. Benefit recommends trying a damp sponge. Blend and build to your desired coverage. I don't see fragrance amongst the list of ingredients here. I must tell you guys that I tested this. I just wore it for like 2 hours to see how it would wear, and it did wear well for just 2 hours, right? But today I'm going to do about 6-hour wear test to see how it will wear. The first thing I noticed is that it is very blurring. It is very blurring. We're going to try it today and see how it wears on the skin. I can't remember if I used the primer when I tried it on, but today I'm going to use the primer. First thing I'm going to do is wipe my face. I do have some oils. Next, I'm going to go in with my Kiehl's Fairly Brew Rejuvenating Facial Essence. This is supposed to boost the healthy radiance on the skin. Next, I'm going to go in with my moisturizer, which is a Laneige Water Bank Hyaluronic Moisturizer. Today I'll be using my Supergoop On-Scent Sunscreen with SPF 40. Today I'm going to be using the Smashbox, the original Photo Finish Smooth and Blower Primer. I have this in mini size. I'm going to let this sit for a few minutes before I apply the foundation. So I'm going to apply the product on one side of my face with a brush and the other side with a sponge. It says shake well, so we're going to shake it. That's just one pump. So when I applied this, it looked a little bit light for me, and now I have a tan, so it's gonna look worse. It's a workable shade, but it's not a perfect shade for me. It's a site where, you know, they throw out this product, you just pick them. You pick them in a hurry, you just don't have any time to look harder for your shade. I had split seconds to make that decision of picking my shade, and I tried. I mean, I tried. Yeah, it's lighter now because I'm beginning to get a tan. It does have a smell, but it's just a slight smell that's not overwhelming. More of a fresh skincare kind of smell, but it's barely there. So this feels matte, not uncomfortably matte. It goes on very blurring on the skin. So that one pump was able to give me some coverage and even out my complexion, even though I can still see my dark spots peeking through on my forehead. I don't know, it was probably not enough to cover the dark spots, so I'm going to go in with some more foundation. So this is basically a light sheer or light coverage. Beautiful. It's very blurring. Wow. I don't know if I did a good job with this blending, but I think the product was kind of lifting off. Maybe it's the primer I used. I don't know, because I didn't do this the first day I used a sponge. Maybe it's the brush. I don't know. But it kept on. The application wasn't too smooth. That's one thing I noticed. I had to add foundation here and there. But this is how it looks on one side of my face. And here I don't have any foundation. I'm going to go ahead and use a sponge now. So I have the sponge here. I'm going to use the Morphe Mini Container Spray to spray it, because it said use a damp sponge. So I'm going to take one pump. This is how it looks, so I'll just take another pump. Done applying the foundation on both sides of my face, I use a brush on this side of my face and a sponge on this other side of my face. I think I like the application with a sponge better. It's smoother and it's more even to me than the side with a brush. The product was still moving around just the way it was moving around with the brush. It was applying, I applied it well, but I noticed I still had to go over areas I had already applied foundation, and you know, it was just, the product was just moving around. So it was not a very smooth application. I did a bunch of things today, like applied a lot of products on my face before applying the foundation. So maybe the foundation was just reacting to everything I applied, or maybe not. But this is how it looks. It looks beautiful. It has evened out my skin tone beautifully. I was able to achieve a medium coverage, somewhat of a medium coverage with this product. So I think you can build it up too. It's buildable up to a full coverage. It is very blurring. It is very blurring, as you can see. My pores are well hidden with this product. That's one thing I've noticed with it. It's very blurring. It's very smoothing too on the skin. It also feels very natural on the skin. It feels like my skin but better. It's very hydrating too. Feels weightless on the skin. Now this is transfer proof, but I'm not going to do a transfer test today because the product is definitely going to transfer because of all of the skincare products I put on it. When I did the test, I applied it alone and it passed the test. This is supposed to offer a natural finish, which is true. It is a matte finish, but this is a very comfortable formula. I do have normal to dry skin, so I tried and tested this out. It was very comfortable on my skin. This is definitely going to be a winter shade for me. It works now. It still works now, but I think it's going to be a perfect winter shade for me. So a darker shade would suffice. Now I'm going to go ahead and complete the rest of my makeup and come show you how it looks. So this is the final look with the Benefit POREfessional foundation and the rest of my complexion products. Everything came together really nicely. There was no issues applying my makeup product on top of the foundation. Everything really came together nicely. This is how it looks and I think I really like it. No problems whatsoever. Now let me briefly tell you guys the makeup product I applied. For concealer I used the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer in the shade Chestnut, and then I used the About Face Curtain Call Loose powder in the shade Partition to set my concealer. This is what it looks like. I also used the new About Face bronzer. This is what it looks like. This is the shade Eternal Sunset. I used this as a contour stick today. For all over face setting powder, I used my Sephora Micro Smooth powder. This is the shade 65 Toffee. And then to contour my nose, I just briefly used the MAC Sunstruck Matte Bronzer in the shade Matte Rich Rosy. This one. And this is what it looks like. Highlighter today, I used the Urban Decay Face Bond Face Luminizer. This one, I don't know what shade this is. This is a test product, that's why it doesn't have the yellow band that's supposed to be here. So I don't know what it does. This one doesn't come with a shade, so it should be one of the new shades. And then for my lip gloss, I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the shade Deep Taupe. This one. As a bronzer today, I used the Lancome Skin Transforming Bronzer in the shade 07 Deep. Then to set my face, I used the Morphe Setting Spray. Oh no, as a blush today, I used the YSL Make Me Blush. This is the shade Berry Bang, and this is what it looks like. I hope you can see it. So I'm going to begin my wear test now. The time now is 2:18 p.m. So I'm going to wear this for about 6 hours, then come right back, show you how it looks, and give you my final thoughts. So please don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm done with my wear test, and this is how my face looks after about 6 hours of wear. The time now is 8:44 p.m. so it's been a little bit over 6 hours. So I mean, it's been a disappointing wear. It could be the foundation, but they said it's a 24-hour wear product, so I didn't expect to be having this amount of oils at the 6th hour. Now it could be that it's because of the product I used. Yeah, so it could be that. First of all, let me zoom you guys in so you can really see my face. So heads up, we're going to be up close and personal in a second. So this is how my face looks. I really have a lot of oils around my T-zone area, around my nose especially. In the corner over there, there are oils lodged there. On the nose, here. On my forehead, there's a shine, but not so much. But around this area here, there are some oils showing through. On my folds here, there are some oils. On this other side of my nose, same thing happening. On my chin area here, same thing. Around here, above my upper lip, I do have some oils. I use the brush for the side of my face and the sponge for this other side. Just about the same amount of oils I'm having on both sides of my face. The rest of my face doesn't look so bad, but I see that I still have a shine around this area, not where I applied the highlighter. Around this area there's a shine, and here too. So this is supposed to be a 24-hour wear product, and I'm having oils busting around my T-zone at this hour, at the 6th hour. If this was happening at the say 18th, 16th to 18th hour, maybe even the 12th hour, I wouldn't feel so bad, but it's happening at the 6th hour. So I wonder how my face will look at the 12th hour, talk less of the 24th hour. I'm not going to wear foundation for 24 hours anyway. I am going to give it another try. I'm not going to conclude that it's not long wearing today, because it won't be fair for me to draw my conclusion at one try, especially when I had a lot of skincare products under it. I'm going to wear it again with less products this time and with a different primer. But now I'm going to go ahead and reapply powder around my T-zone. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so it looks better now after I have reapplied powder. It doesn't look so oily anymore, as you can see. But this is a very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful foundation. I just got a little bit crushed that I didn't wear well. I was really having hopes that it would wear well. It could just be user error for today, since it's my first time doing a wear test on it. I've worn it before, but I didn't do a wear test for this length of time. But hopefully when I do a wear test again with lesser products, like I said, it works better. But I really like it. I like the way it blurs the skin beautifully. I like the finish. It gives a very natural finish. It evens out the skin beautifully too, and it makes my pores look smaller. So I like it, and I do recommend it. So this is where I end my video for today. If this is your first time on my channel, I hope you consider subscribing. To my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for coming back. Don't forget to like and leave a comment. Until my next video, have a blessed night and stay safe. Just wanted to show you guys an up close of how I'm looking. This is like about 4 hours, and after I applied the foundation after church. We're about going home, so we stopped by Haus to buy a few things. So this is how my face looks. It's still looking good, but my nose is beginning to look a little bit oily. So the wear today is not so bad. It's just 4 hours, so hopefully it looks better than the other wear. But this is how my face is looking. It's holding up pretty good for now. The creasing on my forehead is from my concealer, so ignore that. But the rest of my face is fine for now. Sorry, I'm in the sun. I hope you guys can see clearly, but my face looks pretty good. The rest of my face looks pretty good, but my nose is a bit shiny. So in the next maybe 2 to 3 hours, I'm going to show you guys how I look again. So peace, see you soon. This is how my face is looking after over 7 hours of wear with the Benefit POREfessional foundation. I'm inside my building, so the sound, it might be sounding very weird inside, echoish, but I apologize in advance for it. So this is how it looks. I'm having oils on my nose. Now I have on a highlighter corner there, fold. I have a shine on my forehead. But the wear today I think is better than the previous wear. Even though I'm still having oils, it was better off a few hours ago. The claim that it's the 24-hour wear is not true. I'm still having oils within the 6 to 7 hour limit. Products I used underneath today were totally different. I had a sample of the Summer Friday moisturizer. I also had a sample of the Hourglass Veil Primer with SPF 15. So for this foundation, I think the product you use underneath it really matters, because you know I used a lot of products last time, so probably they didn't work well, or it was just user error. And I noticed that today, when I was applying the foundation, it started clinging onto my texture. This foundation does a lot of funny things each time I apply it. So I don't know. I just wanted to show you guys how my face looks after 7 hours, and I hope this helps. So see you guys in the next video.